Okay.
Normally you don't even wear gloves.
No, but I got stung in the hand a few too many times. Okay. We're going into the 8-frame hive, the last room, which is, guess what, Queenless again. And today I have my friend Dr. Ray with me. And he's going to have his first time into the beehives, and we're going in to save this hive. Been Queenless for quite a while. At least I think it has. Now I'm looking at a lot of bees. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Here we go. They're not acting aggressively. They'd be landing on us if they're aggressive. This hive's been aggressive, so I was letting Doc know that if they were still being aggressive, they'd be landing on it. Okay. This super will have nothing going on. I got left on here, but okay. Probably just pull this right off. This super's coming right off. That makes me nervous when I do that to a brood box. I may just never do it again. Once the second brood's on, for this guy. I think you can make all your observations about swarming from the outside. Just give them more room. The hive's also honey bound. Again, because they've had no brood to take care of. A new tool. Oh, I'm loving that tool. That's solid honey. Okay, that's what I mean by honey bound. That's solid honey. Yeah, this tool, you gotta hang on. Solid honey, both sides. Wow. Isn't that beautiful though?
Full honey.
Yeah, solid honey.
Now this side hasn't all been capped off.
No. Actually, look at that. They're doubling it up. See it? It's an exterior though, so there was more room. Good observation. So we're gonna put this. Those are pollen patties that fill out in the holder. See how those rubbed off? That was a queen bone in there. You'd have a problem. Take a look down inside. The population is not frightening. You see?
That's pretty good though, isn't it?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So maybe I won't play with that hive, you know what I mean? Because we only got 2 days she'll be here. Right now I'm just letting Doc see what I got going on, and that is all these frames of honey in my brood. See again, solid honey. It's close to 10 pounds of honey in these frames. Solid honey again. Okay. See, they're just filling down there. You can actually see the honey inside.
And you don't want to harvest it until it's all capped off?
Because of water content. Because it'll actually ferment in the jars. 75 to 80% of it, you should be okay. They also have, we're talking about water content in the honey, and it needs to be capped off. That ensures that the water content's low enough so the honey doesn't spoil. There's a tool called a refractor. You know what that is.
Refractometer, yeah.
And so you can put a little honey in there. And,
yep. I know where we can borrow one of those easily.
so, what is that, kind of like a poor man's photo spectrometer?
Yeah, almost.
So what we want to do is we want to make sure we're not seeing any laying, you know? We're making sure there's no queen in there, although I can't stop order now. Now, you saw in the book, it says the mites are actually can be visible. Maybe right where the wings connect. I never see anything. Now see, what is this? There's a drone. There's another one right there.
Different color rear end.
Yeah, and they're young drones. See the other one's bigger? They'll get very big. But there's drones. The population is not as frightening as I thought. However, there's an awful lot of honey in here. So we'll have to make a decision. We're going to look at this whole hive. Now here's a frame that the queen will be able to use. Now, see, there's no larvae. Absolutely nothing in there. So they're starting to fill in from the outside. Again, no larvae. Nothing. We're looking at the open cells. Normally I'm excited. We have brood in there. There's no brood. Again, solid. So she can't lay there. So see her work area is being limited. Again, make sure we don't see anything in laying. Obviously not.
And the honey is all on the outside, and
Yeah,
they're
when you
filling
see-
this in with honey now.
Yeah, they're going to turn it into a super. And when you see the brood over there with the honey with it, because the top like this is always honey. Once you see it once, you'll always know it. Yeah. So we're seeing a whole lot of nothing. There's no queen in this hive. There's a new queen coming. She'll be shipped tomorrow morning and be here on Tuesday morning. She's actually coming from Hawaii. The outfit I'm getting them from has a place in California, but they were out of Queens right at the moment. Solid honey. Be careful with this tool. You can't twist. Once you get it out, you're done. Solid honey. So again, solid honey. Solid honey. That queen will have nowhere to lay. They have very few bees on it. I'm going to take this out and leave it out for now, because I'm starting to think we got bees in here, but no room for the queen to work. So we may do some frame swapping. Now see, there's a slightly different color. The color suggests that it could possibly be brood, but it's really not. When you see it over there, you understand what I'm saying. At first, in the beginning, I'd see that slightly change the color and think it was cat brood. But then I learned how to make the distinction. So much of this is just straight observation. It's amazing how calm they can be, and this is a hive that's usually aggressive. But again, take a look in there. Look at that wall.
There's
a lot of bees.
A lot of bees in here.
So we need to check the bottom box, make sure that they could have made their own queen. They don't like that when you shake a frame. They get some flying. Same deal.
So since those are so full of honey, would you take that brood box off and just put all new insides in and harvest all that?
No, because they have to rebuild all that comb. And with the harvesting, the way I harvest it, they got to rebuild all the comb on that. So I'm going to have to get an extractor in here if we're going to be doing any more harvesting. because it puts way too much stress on the hive. I didn't ask anyone that. I figured that one out on my own. It's like, wait a minute, they got to rebuild all that. And we don't want them rebuilding, we want them making honey. So we just slide these over. I'm sure there's not a queen. I'm going to pull the box though and look below. I got to be... Once the extract is here though, I'm not opposed to harvesting some of these to give the queen room.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
what
the least I could do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is they
Yeah.
need room, so...
Yeah, I just can't do it the way I was doing. Okay, we're going to leave those two out. We're going to take a look. What I like to do now, I found this works. Twist it off. That way you're not stressing all the wood, trying it apart. These are heavy. If you want, that's got 2 frames out. Go ahead and give that a heft. You'll get an idea. The handles, these sides. Oh, wow. And that's with 2 frames out. There's 20 pounds missing. Now look again, population. What we're seeing is a strong population, and I hope you can see this. So, this frame's been empty from day one because I put the box on it, the second box on early. See, they've never even bothered to draw it out because they went to the next one.
Drawing it out.
Oh, they're doing a little bit
trying
for
to-
this.
But that's honey.
That's honey.
Yeah.
That's honey. So you can see, you can see the development. See? Now here's something else remarkable about these creatures. Look at the uniform, perfect shapes of those cells.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
How's that even possible? You know? Yeah.
I think you, from
Huh?
what I've seen, your population looks really pretty good.
It's not bad.
But
It's
it's
not
all
bad.
honey.
Yeah. Now see, she'll have some room down here. Now look, there's a few cap cells. See how dark brown those are?
Yep.
So that's, you see, remember I said, see the slightly different color? They gotta look hard. That's the last of her work. Those are the last ones she laid. We're looking at, there's a few cap cells. I mean a few, like less than 10. And it's the last of the queen's work before whatever happened to her. Again.
Yep.
Nothing. Notice how dark that comb gets
Yeah,
compared to the
yeah.
new comb after they've hatched out one. There's brood. What?
That's all
That's
brood
brood.
waiting to hatch out in that area.
Yeah. Yeah, there must be some leftovers. I'm thinking. Because it's not very tight. You know, see how it's gapping in it? And that says to me someone hatched out. We see that again. We'll watch closer. We might see one come out. Yeah, okay, that was old. That's all. You get it?
Yep.
Oh, here's something for you. If you look in this area here, you'll notice there's a pasty substance in the bottom.
Yes.
That's what they refer to as the bread, pollen bread.
Okay.
And you see pollen bread mentioned, that's what it is. Okay, well, we pretty much confirmed that I did the right thing ordering. And we are going to swap some frames from one hive to the other, which is going to give the good hive some winter stores. It's going to have some extra honey for the winter, which is good. There's a strong hive. And we're going to take brood from the good hive, bring it over here, and just make sure we maintain a strong population, because it's going to be another 18 days yet, 20 days, because she's not here. So 20 days until bees are being born again. So we don't want to, actually, looking at these bees, I see a lot of new baby bees. These are mostly mature bees, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're older bees.
What's the length of life for an average bee?
At this time of year, 35 to 45 days.
And then they just wear out.
Yeah, they die of old age. That's a queen cell right there.
Yep.
See it?
Yep.
But it's old.
It's empty.
Could have been the one I missed and why we're here. We just saw an old empty queen cell, which may be the reason why we're queenless. I may have introduced a new queen into a hive that had reared its own queen, probably still a virgin, and then things got chaotic. That suggests that is what happened. We're doing a CSI Beehive here today. Should call that. That'll be the name of the video.
Yeah.
CSI Beehive.
Not a lot of drones though.
Not as many as there used to be. When they weren't happy with the first queen, they made a lot of drones because they were planning on mating a new queen. That hive over there, you'll be lucky to see one. They love their queen. Either that or she just has a really good CIA. Nobody dare stop plotting against her or whatever. Intelligence. See, that's fully empty. That's a brood box, but we want to see that. That's going to give her room to work.
But all that area isn't had a lot of bread you were talking
Yeah,
about, and also
yeah.
honey
Yeah.
up in there.
They're treating that like brood. They're
Okay.
hoping, they're hoping she's going to lay in there. So the bottom is not nearly as honey bound, correct? Is that what you're saying? Because
Yeah.
it's really not bad. We got plenty of room down here. That amount of honey, they'll be able to shift around. So we're going to stick with 2 frames. See, there's that slightly different color, but see, it doesn't have the texture of brood.
Yeah.
And again, nothing's happening in those cells. That's a big drone. That's a fully mature drone. Yeah, they look like fully mature.
Noticing differences.
Yeah. See, there's another one. Okay, so we do in fact have a queenless hive. What we're going to do is I'm going to put the top box back on. We're going to shut the camera off and we're going to go to the 10 frame hive and go through that. And then, like I said, 2 frames of full honey going that way to that hive. 2 frames with a large amount of capped brood. We don't want it open with larvae. We want to keep that to a minimum because we're going to make as little work and give as much resource to this colony as possible. So that's what we're looking to do. Help them out, but not give them more work to do. Because they still got close to 3 weeks before young bees will be being born. And these bees are large, most of them, so they're mature. So it'll be dropping off still yet. I'm just trying to get them away from the edges of the board. Try to damage as few bees as I possibly can. Same thing here. And from there, the bottom looks clean. We'll do the slide technique. Fix those strings. Not too bad. I like it when I do that and my head's right there, they boom. It's kind of a rush. I'm going to leave the space towards the middle to put the new bees in. The bees that'll be born, that I'm bringing over here as brood, will be born in this hive, therefore will automatically be loyal to this hive. They will not go back to the mother hive. They won't know anything of it. And we're going to put it so we get them in the center. I'm only going to use my inner cover so I don't have a lot of work. Alright, we're going to do a full inspection, well, close to full over there, and steal some brood. We'll see you over at the other hive. Want to set that camera on for me? There's a red button looking right at you. Yeah, right next to the thumb pad.